Hey, good morning. So, I wanted to take a minute to make this video because so many people asked me what it is that I've done to lose so much weight. Um, you know, let's first start out by saying I'm still a huge fat ass. I'm still like 6'8" and almost 400 pounds, but I'm on the right track and I'm not going to stop. So, being a trucker, one of the hardest things is finding quality food in the truck stop. Excuse me a second. Finding quality food in a truck stop is almost impossible. Um, Love's has really stepped it up lately with the fresh salads and the fresh fruit and all that kind of stuff. Um, but basically, what it boiled down to for me was two things. Number one, I started including in my trip planning every day to try and wind up at a gym. Okay, so I went and got myself a Planet Fitness membership. Um, I know a lot of guys catch a lot of slack. Oh, Planet Fitness is for losers or girls or, whatever they say. But you can get a really good workout in at Planet Fitness, especially when you're out of shape and, you're a beginner. You haven't really spent a lot of time in the gym. Me, I have a military background to fall back on, so it's not as intense as it could be for me, but it's still really good, especially because they're open 24 hours a day. Uh, all their locations. It's $19 a month, and you get access to every single location in the country. And then B, it's also a good place to shower. The showers there are always clean. And it beats the hell out of trying to shower at a Pilot or a Love's or whatever. So those were two things that I really ended up liking. And most Planet Fitnesses are in strip malls, and come nighttime, I mean, those malls are empty. It's a good place to park. I've never had an issue. I've never been kicked out of a Planet Fitness. I mean, sure, sometimes you got to drive, 5-10 miles off the interstate to get to the one that you're aiming for. But you know what? It's worth it. Um, and that brings me to part B of this: is no excuses. That's big. I mean, that's really big. Uh, like I said, the 5 or 10 miles off the freeway, easily I could have been like, 5 or 10 miles, 20 miles, that's an extra 30 minutes. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. I'm not going to the gym. Blah, blah, blah. I'll go tomorrow. I'll go the next day. But then you start making excuses as to why you didn't go, why you didn't go, why you didn't go. And, a day turns into three, turns into a week, turns into a month, 3 months rolls by, and you haven't hit the gym because you've got a reason every day, but you still didn't go. And that's what matters, is getting into the gym. So, number two, and the biggest part of this, the thing that's worked the most for me, is smarter choices. That's what I call it. I call it smarter choices. I know that you're not always going to be able to eat healthy in a truck stop. I get that. Believe me, I lived it, right? So, the thing that worked best for me was to try and find a smarter choice. So there was mornings where I would wake up at a truck stop because I couldn't find a gym along the route, or it was a rest day because rest days are important too. I couldn't find anything good to eat for breakfast. Say I stopped at a Flying J and all they have is a McDonald's. Okay? Well, McDonald's is shit. They've done studies on McDonald's where it's now not even considered real food. They'll leave it out for 3 years, and even flies won't touch it. McDonald's is shit. However, if it's all you have to eat, make smarter choices. You don't have to get an extra large soda. If you're consuming 3 to 5 Cokes a day, 2 to 3 Monsters a day, you basically don't need solid food intake because your calorie consumption, your sodium consumption, your sugar consumption, your carb consumption is through the roof. I mean, it blew my mind when I started reading all these labels and then multiplying it by how many I had in a day. Those refillable mugs, like something like this, You take this in, this is 30-ounce Yeti cup, okay? You take this in and fill it up with coffee and cream and sugar 2-3 times a day. My God, that's an astounding amount of fat, sugar, sodium, caffeine, and caffeine's a hunger stimulant. You know, you got to spend a little bit of time reading about food. Like, I don't even call it eating anymore. I call it intake. I got to watch my intake. I got to watch what I consume. Okay? Food is supposed to be fuel for your body. So for you, if this person, I swear to goodness. So anyways, long story short, you gotta watch what you take in. So, back to McDonald's. It's the only thing you have to eat. If you're consuming all those sodas and everything, go ahead and get a diet soda. It's still better than what you were doing before. It's a smarter choice. Okay? So, for example, me, I used to get the steak, egg, and cheese bagel with a hash brown, a large Coke, a large sweet tea, an extra hash brown, and a sausage McMuffin. My total would be like $8. I'd be like, sweet, kept it under $10, got a bunch of food, I'm about to grub down, I'm going to drink this tea, I'm going to drink this Coke. Hell yeah, good start to the morning. Now, I go to McDonald's, and if I absolutely have to eat there, I do not have another choice, then I will get one sausage McMuffin, no cheese, and I'll get a water to chase it. And then I'll waddle my fat ass back into Flying J or Pilot or whatever, and I'll grab either a protein bar or like a bag of raw almonds, something. But then, this. I have the Big Love's Road Warrior version one. You know, the big 62-ounce refillable. You know, it's $1 anywhere you go to refill it, or like 80 cents sometimes, or you can even get them free with your fuel rewards and shit like that. You know, that was big for me because I used to fill that thing up with Coke, Mountain Dew, root beer, you know, all kinds of stuff. And just switching that over from Coke to Diet Coke, I lost weight. Then switching it again from Diet Coke to unsweet tea, and then I would put Splendas in it. Every truck stop has all the artificial sweeteners in the world. They've got the whole coffee station. You can even brew your own hot, fresh tea. They've got like herbal teas and shit. It's great. It's so good for you. All the antioxidants. You can even get caffeine-free tea, which is huge. So do that. Make a switch. Make a small change. Make a smarter choice every day. Ask yourself before you eat a meal, is this a smarter choice? Now, for me, it didn't take much to make a smarter choice because I was eating McDoubles and McChickens and Arby's and Subway, and I would load them up and get extra cheese and extra dressing and extra mayo and add bacon and all this shit that sounds delicious. Like, I'm drooling a little bit talking about it, but it's so horrible for you. So you got to think smarter. So Subway, not the best choice. You got to get it? Get it. But instead of a foot long, get a 6-inch. Instead of the meatball with extra sauce and peppers and double cheese and, you know, all that, get the grilled chicken. Not, you don't have to get the one that looks like a meat patty. You know, get the chicken bacon ranch and tell them to hold the bacon. You know, then make sure, instead of getting it on white bread, which is horrible for you, by the way, nutritional value is almost irrelevant, okay? Get it on the 9-grain honey oat, okay? And then get a 6-inch. Then put the chicken on there. No cheese, okay? If you want, you know, mayonnaise, get light mayo instead of mayo. You're watching your calories, you're watching your sodium, you're watching your fat gram intake, okay? And then load it up with vegetables. I mean, just load it with vegetables. Lettuce, spinach, green pepper, cucumber, onion, tomato. Tomato is so great for you. I hate tomato. and I'm making myself eat it. There's times where I'll take a bite of something and I taste the tomato and I'll literally gag, like I can't help it, but I'm forcing myself to eat it because it's great for me. Okay, so get that, and then instead of getting the extra large, huge fountain soda, or going over into the truck stop and getting your 2 for 3 Mountain Dews, or your 2 for 2, whatever's your 2 for 4 energy drinks, or whatever you usually chase it with. Chase it with water. Get an unsweet tea and put some artificial sweeteners in it. It's so much better for you than a Coke. I mean, just what the citric acid does to your teeth alone. It's worth the switch. Trust me, it works, man. It sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. It sucks hard. I mean, there's days where I just want to give up and say fuck it and grab a fork and a spoon and head to a buffet and just go to town. And then I see myself in the mirror. And I'm like, holy shit, I've lost a lot of weight. And then I'm at the gym 5 to 7 days a week. I do not miss. I'll get to the gym, and all of a sudden that 250-pound bench press that I couldn't get last week, well, I put it up twice last night. And I'm not saying that I couldn't get 250 pounds last week. I'm almost at 300 now. That's my goal. I wanted to hit 300 by my 30th birthday in August, but I missed it by a little bit. But long story short, when I first started bench pressing, I could only do about 110 pounds for about 9 repetitions. Last night I was doing sets of 110 pounds to warm up. I was doing 15 repetition sets, and I did 2 sets to warm up. And, I can give you the rest of the breakdown of the workout. That's something I can help you with later if you want. But this kind of stuff is what you need to do. And then from there, what you need to do is take a serious look at your nutrition. Me, I decided to go with a meal replacement. I was consuming thousands of calories per meal. Just not even paying attention. Those 2 for 5 big ass slices of pizza, yeah, they're great, man. They're tasty. They're always hot and fresh and ready and cheap and filling, and it's good pizza. It's also like 600 calories a slice. Now add that in with your Coca-Cola. Add that in with, the Snickers bar that you got with it. You're talking 1,800 calories for a shitty lunch. And yeah, it was only like $8. But you know what? What's your life worth? Because for me, it's worth so much more than $8. Like now, I would rather spend $8 on a small salad and be hungry than spend that same $8 and do that much harm to my body. It's ridiculous. I could go on and on and on, and this video's already coming to 15 minutes. I didn't think I'd be talking for this long, but you want to look into a meal replacement shake. Now, if you want to reach out to me, I can help you with brands. I can help you with online purchasing. I have discount codes places. There's places that are considering sponsoring me as an athlete because of my performance. I'm still big, but I'm very strong. So I can get you discounts. I can give you connections. I can help you with meal planning. I can help you with a gym routine. Okay? Hell, I'll help you with route planning. I don't care. I want to see the industry make a turnaround. I want to see us get healthy. I want to see us get strong. I hated walking in, making a delivery, and feeling like a fat, sweaty trucker. I couldn't help it anymore. I just had to stop. It's enough. They already look at us like we're stupid, and they treat us like shit because they think they can. We're just a stupid truck driver. And I want to break the stigma. I want to change it. I want to be the change. I will be the change. I'm not going to stop until I fit back into my Army uniform. I will not stop. I'm approaching 100 pounds. 100 pounds. That's 2 of my dogs. That's 1.5 of my son. I mean, I put it in perspective the other day when well, not the other day, but a couple months back when I hit 60 pounds down. And then I held up a 52-pound bag of dog food. How big it is, how heavy it is. And then to realize that I had already lost more than that brought tears to my eyes. So, I'm not saying I got it all figured out. I don't. There's days where I struggle. There's days where I do say fuck it, and I'll have pizza with my wife and my son. Or there's days where I go to a birthday party. You know what? I'll have a small piece of cake and a scoop of ice cream. But I go hit the gym. I don't skip that day. I try not to skip at all. But there's days where I'm just tired. And when you're hitting 5 to 7 gym days a week, that's great. And if you want to take an extra rest day, by all means, because your body needs it. Your body does need rest days. But again, that's something I can help you with if you want to reach back out to me. Like I said, I'll help you with gym routines and meal planning and meal prep and how to get healthy meals in a truck, all that. The choices are there. They're going to cost you more. Period. You have to be willing to invest in your health. And when you stop spending so much damn money, it's an unreal amount of money that you're spending on not just your fast food, but your drinks, your little snacks every time you stop, the dinners that you go, plus your tip, all that. It adds up so fast. But then when I tell you you're going to have to go and buy a $60 jug of protein powder and a $10 cup to mix it in, you're going to be like, holy shit, $70. That's maybe 4 meals. Think about it. Meals at truck stops are about $15 a piece, plus tip. And that one jug of protein powder and that one cup will flat out replace 40 meals. So the first time you buy it and you stick to it, not only have you got your money back, but you're saving money. It's ridiculous. And I can tell you all this. I don't want to make this video too long. I'm already going to have trouble uploading it. So I just wanted to say thank you for the kind words. And I really appreciate you reaching out to me. I hope this video helps you. If you have any kind of questions, hit me up. Like I said, I'll help you with whatever you need. Because no one was there to help me. I had to learn all this on my own. It was incredibly difficult. I wanted to quit so many times, but I didn't. It can be done. Even though you're trapped in that box, it can be done. So you guys have a great day, and thanks for reaching out, and drive safe.